Hey, folks. Happy Sunday evening. What's going on? It's that time of the week. It's time again.
It's time.
And tonight we're joined by our good friend, Matt from Mad Blood, which I realized it was almost exactly 1 year ago you were here when I looked up the date.
I felt like it was longer. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like almost dead on a year.
Dude, I feel like I feel like it was shorter than that. Damn, I should have came back earlier. You know, that's a long time.
We all have different impressions of what it was.
You're like,
that's
crazy.
Like,
yeah, I'll definitely come back on. I'm like, yeah, that's why I figured I'd reach out. Say, hey, you want to come on Sunday? And then I was looking back to see when it was, and I'm like, wow, it's been a year already. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was fun. It was super fun. Thanks for having me back on. I'm not good about reaching out about like, hey, let's get on. But yeah, it's great to be on with you guys again.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to it, bud. Cool.
Yeah, man.
And we were talking about I'll talk to Brett, we'll think of something, and you threw some good ideas out there, one of which was we're talking about tonight, which are bad reviews of Halloween. So I did look up a bunch, and I'll bring them up, and it's bound to get me angry because I was getting angry just reading them.
Where'd you pull them from? Were they Letterboxd or Rotten Tomatoes?
I forgot about Letterboxd. Maybe I can bring it up. I went to Rotten Tomatoes, and there was a few other ones I found online, and I was just like,
IMDb's got a few, right? They always have a handful too. Like
who's that
section? IMDb.
You know what? I googled like bad reviews, and not a lot of stuff came up. Like Letterboxd didn't come up, IMDb didn't come up, so I don't know.
Yeah, the only problem with Letterboxd, I don't really love that. I know some people, they'll make videos on like Letterboxd reviews, but a lot of the reviews are just trolls. It's just, I kind of like picking apart the Rotten Tomatoes stuff because it's actually, a lot of them are certified.
Yes.
Like they're actually trying with their review, and sometimes they're just so, out there, which is fun. So
I'm kind of picky. Why is it 'D? Why isn't it ED on Letterboxd? I always wondered that.
Oh man, I didn't even know that until you just said that. Yeah, I don't even have an account on Letterboxd, so I have no idea.
No, I didn't. I googled. I was being lazy. I googled it. I'm like, all right, this is good. I got a bunch of stuff here, but I didn't look at those other sites. I got about 17 different reviews.
Nice.
Oh wow.
That we can pick apart, and then we can find some more. Oh, there was one site too. I have to bring it up. Hold on.
There's some real good positive ones too.
Well, truth be told, there's more positive than bad, so it wasn't that easy to find. I mean, there was some that were middle of the road, but I wanted to find the ones that I could just basically tell them to go eat a dick. Where was the other? Let me bring up another thing here that I was looking at too, and then we get started. Okay, it's over here.
We gotta say hi to the chat too.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see who is hanging out with us in the chat tonight. Andy is in the chat. What's up, bro? What's shaking?
Hi, Andy.
There's Cody. Cody was in the green room with us, and Liana. What's up, Liana?
Liana, what's going on?
Yeah, hit that like button, folks, and make sure you go sub to Matt Shelley. Doesn't need our help. Your channel's getting big, which is good, and deservedly too. I saw your Halloween 4 video today. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
So you were saying so was that far from you, or was that close?
No,
to you
super close. Because I moved back to the area, so I was like, I moved back to the area, so I was like, I gotta hit up all the spots because Halloween 4, Halloween 5. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the franchise that's been filmed out. You guys would probably know.
6 is there.
Six as well. Yeah.
I went last year for a bit. I went to the Salt Lake City Con for a day when they had Mel Gibson there. So I got to hit some of them, but it was like a big 24, 30-hour turnaround trip.
Maybe we'll meet up with you because we've been talking about going to one of the cons out there and all going out there and hitting those sites.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, man. I'm totally down for that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely worth it. What's it called? The old the drugstore. What's the name of the drugstore again?
Vincent Drug?
Yeah, Vincent Drug. That was the only, I couldn't include that one in the video because they were just doing so much construction. So it was just loud as hell. But and unfortunately that one's like totally different. They've kept a little bit of the sign, but yeah, it is cool though to just see like the Meeker house and all that. So it's fun.
Yeah, the Myers, the big rainbow house from 5 and
a big gothic mansion.
Yeah, I haven't done that one yet, but I will.
They're all pretty close, Matt. They're not too far from each other. Like at least the houses.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the diner, gas station, that was far to where I couldn't get to that. I think is that further north. If you've been mapping them out, I don't know if you have, but I thought that was further north.
Yeah, so the gas station is actually west. Like you take 80, I believe, and then you go out to an area called Tooele, which is kind of by the salt flats out there.
Okay.
That's maybe like a 30-minute drive. And then where the bridge scene was in Halloween 4, where the car crash happened, that's up north. I think maybe 30, 40 minutes in a town called Ogden in that area.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of them are all in the avenues where I used to live like during college because I went to University of Utah.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all kind of like right there. Yeah, so it's cool.
What about Penny's gas station?
That's what we were just talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like
Penny's
that
is like kind of out in the sticks. I haven't been there yet. I was kind of crunched for time, so I wanted to hit all the Halloween 4 spots and then rush home and then film. So
when we go there, well, Pat and I have been wanting to hit the Silent Night, Deadly Night. The original was shot there too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
yeah,
that's
exactly. Yep.
interested
Yeah,
you as much, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that was in Heber Valley. So just if you go to like if you go take 80 up Parley's Canyon, and then you can go through Park City, and it's kind of like a little bit more out in the. It's not the sticks anymore, but yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always funny. Yeah, you can definitely tell when I watch that movie. I'm like, yeah, that's Utah, no
You
doubt.
can so tell it looks like Utah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We have to hit it, definitely.
Yeah, it's cool.
See who else we'll say hello quick. What's up, Dino?
Hey,
Dino's in the
Dean.
chat.
Philadelphia's fine.
Dean, what up, Dean?
Dean, good dude.
So I was just hanging. I'm scrolling, trying to catching up. Let's see, did we get everybody? Hey, Gory, what's
Michael
up? Gory's
Dammett's there, right? Gory Tiger.
Our good buddy Bill. And Bill's got to
Michael,
get.
damn it.
Bill's got to get his intro. He's in the chat.
Fuck the other Everscathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit.
There you
We'll have
go.
to do the Arnold AI one day. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Come on.
God damn it. The
Yeah,
Running Man sucks.
I'll have to get that set up for Wednesday's beer tasting event. Arnold telling do you have it on your phone real quick?
What, the one? Yeah. Well,
Talk about me, you, and Bill. That damn
Yeah.
Arnold.
yeah, that stuff's dangerous, isn't it?
Untapped also has no ED. That's true.
Bill,
knows
good
that.
point.
Yeah, I can't use that app. I don't know how Brett does it because that's an app that basically tracks and tells you how many beers you drink. I don't need to know. It's better I don't know.
Yeah, it's bad, right?
Welcome to the slaughtered
Oh, that's the slaughtered lamb one.
It's a slaughtered lamb one.
Welcome to the slaughtered lamb. Fuck you,
There's probably some AI you can make Arnold say anything you want.
Oh yeah, that's what you got.
Stein, Patrick Ring, and Brett Stoltenbecker, 3 of the biggest dumb fucks I know.
That's actually pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was an addicting app. In all seriousness, it started with the president, but we don't need to go down that road. The president one and the Arnold one are the best.
So
Nice.
all night long he was doing all of the basic speeches that Loomis did.
Yeah, with Arnold. Haddonfield, it's a 4-hour drive.
It's a 4-hour drive. The kids finally
Very
through the
much
local police.
retired.
Yeah.
Haddonfield. It's a 4-hour drive. You can reach me through the local police. If you don't find him in 4 hours, I'm sure I will. Haddonfield. It's
Terrible.
That one was a little more robotic.
That
I'm
one.
like, Brett,
but-
step away from the AI. Step away.
Well, the Halloween 3 one's the real good one with the masks, right? I think that was the one I sent Darren Sands. I think that'll be the last one.
Jordan says it's a shame that Halloween 5 Myers house is still around, but Laurie's house from 2018 is gone. I'm surprised.
almost time.
I mean, I
kids.
know it needed a lot of work.
Clock is
Well, he
ticking.
killed all the firefighters. They couldn't put out the fire, you know?
Sorry.
And he says, like the Michael Myers and Ghostface thing behind you, Matt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the old popcorn.
Popcorn buckets.
This
So
whole
you-
set is changing.
Hey, what's up?
Changing soon, man.
As Milo says, stupid is as stupid it does. What's up, Slasher Fred? What's going on? Yeah, I know. I've been reworking and moving crap around because I'm just running out of room here. But I am, as I mentioned to Matt earlier, so I am partaking of Myers
Ooh.
IPA since we're doing Halloween reviews tonight.
Oh, there we go.
And I
Nice.
did-
Nice.
Shout out to, remember Brett, last time I bought like 3 cases and I was helping people out by shipping them to them. I
Yep.
specifically said this time I am not doing that because you guys ruined that one last time. So I had like 10 people reach out to me on Instagram. Hey, can you sell me some? Can you sell me some? I'm like, nope, not this time.
Arguably that's how you and I got to know each other. Actually, that's what's funny about it.
True. I was selling him beer before I even knew him.
GK, right? Well, GK, I heard saw
just
bothered you
bootlegging
about
some
it.
beer.
Yeah, I was bootlegging. Well, the thing was like, because they don't ship, so you can only buy it there. So
Dude,
I
they're,
figured
they're
I put it in
leaving
my
money on the
collector's group.
table, man.
I bought like 3 cases, and I told everybody, I said, look, I'll just charge you what I paid for the 4-packs plus the shipping. And everybody was crying about the shipping. I'm like, well, shipping's not cheap. Beer is like heavy. It's not like you're shipping like a letter. Like $15 for shipping. I'm like, dude, bite me.
Well, and there's also other reasons for that too.
Yeah, so everybody just cried about it. So this time I didn't do it. Nope.
How many you got left?
Oh, I got a case. I could sneak into Pat's garage and get some if anybody's willing to pay up. Mike could do it right now, my neighbor.
Is that guy? What was that Jordan? I saw it pop up.
That's Jordan.
Is your neighbor? You were saying?
No, my neighbor Mike, who's usually in the
Mike,
chat.
yeah.
Miserable Mike who hates every movie.
Yeah, Jordan in our green room that was all bundled up.
Oh, that Jordan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Jordan.
Yep. Nice.
Well,
yeah.
So let's do this tonight. Let's hold on one second. Let's see what Dean's saying. I get so frustrated when people complain about shipping costs. Sometimes it's rough. I get it, but yeah, I tell everybody, I'm like, look, shipping is not cheap.
Everything's going up. We just got to realize it's out of our control.
Yeah. Well, plus you got to drive. How far did you say to get the beer? I mean,
It was
3 hours.
2.5 hours each way, so that's 5 hours of my time, and I'm not even charging you extra for the beer. I'm just charging you for the fucking shipping.
Pat, you really went that. Sorry, hold on. I can't believe you went that far. That's awesome.
You can roast him a little bit, Brett.
2.5 hours. It was 5-hour drive. Yeah, I did that.
I have a rough time doing that, Matt. I love the guy too much as a friend.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm fragile.
Because you're afraid he's going to give it back, and then you're like, oh, shit.
He can give it back to me all he wants, but he's not like that. He's not like a typical Italian. No, just kidding.
Oh, I can take it just as much as I can give it. So I have no problem with that. So I just saw that. He just died? You don't care?
Oh, he did? Oh, man.
That must have just happened. That sucks.
Yeah, do you guys ever think about that? Like, I'm sure you do, but because obviously like movies were kind of such at a peak in the 80s and the 90s, like I feel like that's one of the peaks of cinema ever when we look back 100 years from now. And I always constantly think about like, man, all of those great actors that we just love and they're just a normal part of life, they're all going to be dying pretty soon.
Some big ones. I mean, we lost Robert Redford. We lost what's his name?
We lost a lot of people this year. Like if we count like the people that we love, like Ozzy and Hulk Hogan.
Hulk, really,
yeah, dude. Well, in the next 10 or whatever years, Arnold, Stallone, all of them are just going to be dropping, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's
crazy. Yeah.
Oh, the one that really I was like, he was up there is Terrence Stamp. Terrence Stamp, he passed away not too long ago too.
Oh, yeah, Hackman, you're right. Leon Gene Hackman, yeah.
Yeah, Hackman, that was recent. Right, yeah.
That's right, Jordan. He was the rich dude throwing the party in Ace Ventura's Pet Detective. Yeah.
Yep. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton was significant too.
Diane Keaton, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The funniest comment that I love is Some Like It Hot with Jamie Lee Curtis's father Tony. What made it so funny was that the first movie to address cross-dressing. Oh, I've seen that. I haven't seen that since I was a kid, though.
I haven't seen it. Wasn't Marilyn? No, Marilyn Monroe in that, wasn't she?
Some Like It Hot.
Was she? Was it? How was it? I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
1959.
Yeah, it's up there.
Marilyn Monroe was in it. Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, George Raft.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
We got to talk. We lost Val Kilmer, right? And
yeah, that was
David
that one
Lynch.
was tough. Yeah,
man. I was watching Willow just the other day.
George Wendt, Michael Madsen. I was just happening to look them all up.
Oh, that's right, Madsen too.
Loretta Swift, George Foreman was this year. Man,
George Foreman, yeah.
Knock out the fat.
This year is Bob Uecker too, Pat. Oh man, Bob Uecker.
Just a bit outside. Ball 11.
What a great movie.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Big fans. That's what Brett had Charlie Sheen signed a poster this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if you talked to him in the chat about that. Yeah, I met Charlie Sheen this weekend. That was a lot of fun. I'd met Emilio earlier this year, but good to meet him again and get a good picture of both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, big stuff, man.
I saw that on Instagram. I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's get Pat aggravated. Let's talk some
Pat
bad reviews of
aggravated.
Halloween. Let's see. Let me bring these up here.
And these are just for 1978, right?
This is just for the 78 one. I figured, I'm like, yeah, we don't want to go too crazy with the other ones. We can always bring that up. I mean, because we could do an entire show on part 5 and Resurrection.
And
yeah.
you and I
Rob
would get mad.
Zombies, yeah, all that. Yeah, those are wild.
So this was off of Rotten Tomatoes. Actually, Frank, as Darren say, Rotten Tomatoes. Variety staff, top critic. After a promising opening, Halloween becomes just another maniac on the loose suspenser. Which they don't realize this was one of the origins of the maniac on the loose suspenser. So how?
Well, yeah, it's dated 2007. Isn't that the remake? That's the date of when the remake came out.
No, because when you look it up, I looked up 78. I didn't look up 2007.
That is so weird because that's right around the time.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, and sometimes what happens, especially on Rotten Tomatoes, is when there's a new Halloween movie, a lot of the critics will go back and rewatch the old ones, and then they'll put. So probably when Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 came out, this person went back and watched 78, and then put in their review. I noticed that with I Know What You Did Last Summer. When the new one came out, like there were some more critic reviews for the old one that rolled in.
Interesting.
Which both of those are, the critics are brutal on those two movies.
And I find it hard that any Variety staff writer would sit there and say that the beginning of Zombies 07 was promising.
Right. Yeah.
After a promising opening, I don't think so.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Smash.
Oh yeah.
You know his ass.
Yeah,
we
probably.
said that.
Yeah, probably safe to say most people say it's like it goes up from the beginning. It's kind of the opposite of that.
Yes.
Right? You guys, I'm sure, would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because
yeah, it's just that was like the original Halloween was the foundation of that. So like that review just seems off to me. Just
can you tell the family shut up for a minute?
Yeah, I've been trying to.
Is like a movie? Is like a movie or something?
What's that?
Oh, no, I was just saying, it sounds like a movie in the background or something.
It sounds like you got the TV on. That's all. It's not bad. It's not loud.
Yeah,
Jordan's being Jordan. You know it. Come on.
Those damn kids.
Jordan hates kids.
Gary Arnold from the Washington Post. Since there is precious little character or plot development to pass the time between stalking sequences, one tends to wish the killer would get on with it. Well, that was the whole point of the movie. It was the build-up. It was a slow burn. It was him stalking them to the point where, little by little, he got closer and closer and closer and pins her into a closet. That's what the whole thing was about. So
I mean, that's also kind of the greatness with Jamie Lee Curtis's portrayal of the character is, we're not like hanging out with her family for 20 minutes. We're not talking about her childhood and what she's been up to, and she is a cheerleader, whatever. We're not, but still, despite the lack of that stuff, you root for her character. I feel like like
you do.
She's just like so likable in that role. She plays that like good girl role pretty damn perfect, which has become prototypical in the Final Girl type of thing. But yeah,
and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't easy to find that many bad reviews. So
yeah, I mean, it's what is it, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah,
the original.
Up there.
I think the audience looks at the horror movie slasher back then. It was a little bit different because there wasn't too many of them at that time, right? So I think everybody looked at it a little bit different. Nowadays, I think most people root for the killer.
Gary Arnold was so confident in his review, he couldn't even show his face. Yeah, a lot of them don't show their face.
No.
Like, yeah, because they want to get punched in the mouth. Chicago Times once called Halloween the scariest movie since Psycho. I would have to say, I would agree. I would definitely agree with him.
Pat, Slasher Fred, my dad would be offended. It's the Chicago Sun-Times.
That's right. Yeah, his dad worked for Chicago Sun-Times.
He was a pressman.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Marianne Johnson. This one could so eat a dick. It's boring. It's not scary. There, I said it. All right. So, yeah. Go back to your gender-neutral bathroom. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's That's great. Yeah, I mean, so that review's from 2001. So you
2001.
just kind of think of where the genre was at in 2001.
Right. What did she
I
watch
mean,
before that? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it's a 2020 review or something where there's just jump scares and craziness constantly. I don't know.
Like my kids, when my kids were old enough and I showed them, like, what's this movie that dad's obsessed with? So when they hit the right age, I showed it to them and they watched it
And
and
when
I
they
was
were
like, yeah,
4.
what do you think? And they were like, because kids are so desensitized this day and age. They're like, look, we liked it. It was fun, but it wasn't like the best thing we've ever seen. So, but they liked it. They're like, it was good. Had some great parts in it, so we can see why you liked it, at that point that it came out. So, but to say it's boring, it's not scary. There, I said it. It's like, yeah, all right.
I feel like 78. It's one of those movies you kind of. I'm not saying this is a bad thing about the movie, but it's one of those movies I feel like you kind of need to pay attention to. You can't hop into the kitchen and then hop back and then go take a piss and hop back, because there's not like a bunch of one-liners or a bunch of crazy scenes. It's kind of just the accumulation of all of it that just makes it together what it is, whereas like a Rob Zombie Halloween, you could not see the first half of the movie and then all of a sudden show up at the end and be like, oh, this shit's crazy,
right?
Because there's just like big splashy loud moments. But 78 is just like, it's just that eeriness from beginning to end, I feel like,
I don't know if you feel this way, like the attention span would probably be, the attention span of the current audience is a lot different now, right? Like I think they would find 78 boring and move slow.
Yeah, everybody wants something quick. They don't want to wait. That's why you don't have TV anymore. Everybody has to stream, because back in our day, well, my day, because you guys are younger, when you wanted to watch something, when you watched it, when it came on. So you waited. You had to have patience. Now it's boom, boom, boom. I want it now. Why can't I get it now? Why am I waiting
too
for
many choices, man. I know. That's why I still like going to In-N-Out Burger, because it's just like my old brain. It's like, you want a double cheeseburger or a single cheeseburger? Like, yes.
That's it.
I don't want that what is it? Paralysis by, analysis.
You go to one of the oldest bars in New York. Shit, what the hell is it called now? I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm drawing a blank on it now, but they brew their own beer and they have 2 beers, light or dark. That's it.
Dude,
you walk in there, you want light or dark? Dark. There you go. That's it. I was in there one time with my brother and some friends, and this girl's like, yeah, can I get like a Bay Breeze? He's like, light or dark? She's like, well, if you can't make that, can you make me Long Island iced tea? He's like, light or dark? He's like, listen, lady, it's light or dark. Choose.
Man, that's the place to be a waiter or a bartender. Like that's
McSorley's. That's
the
it.
easiest job.
McSorley's Tavern in New York. It's like the oldest bar in New York. So
sounds Irish.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Nice. See what's going on in the chat here. Let me just can I catch up with everybody.
I feel like, do you guys agree, while you're catching up with the chat, do you guys agree, and you might say that you're not a fan of this movie, but if you're a fan of the original Friday the 13th, I feel like there's a decent chance you'll be a fan of Halloween 1978. I mean, obviously the eras are so close.
Yep.
But it's just like both movies are just more atmospheric.
Well, that's
interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Huh. Yeah, because it visually and pacing wise, sure, because you're sitting there. They're hiding the killer from you throughout the whole movie. Both movies. I mean, granted, you see little bits and pieces of Myers through the whole film, but you never get a good look at him basically until he hangs up the phone, holds up the phone rather, until after he kills Linda. But the original Friday the 13th, I mean, that was just a head scratcher, because that's basically a whodunit.
Yeah.
It's basically you see the Jeep, but you can't see the person.
You see the sleeves in some spots. That's about it.
Yeah, you see now, of course, if you watch it in 4K or whatever, when the guy in the high shorts who puts on the Indian thing on his head.
Yep.
right before he gets killed, you see Mrs. Voorhees go into the cabin just for a second if you pause it. But because a lot of people, that's what they hate about the original Friday the 13th, is like you see the final girl making coffee for like 5 hours, or 5 minutes, excuse me. You see stuff like that. But I love it, man.
Yeah, it's like, guys, not everything has to happen 1, 2, 3, and that's the problem. these days. Like, yeah, to
Build
be honest,
suspense. Build the
10-year-old
surprises.
loved Halloween and Halloween 2, but couldn't get into
nice.
2018. So there's still hope. See, there's hope for our future. Triple cheeseburgers, yeah, that's a bypass right there. I don't know if you'd be eating triple cheeseburgers.
I mean, you can get anything you want at In-N-Out. You can get 8 burgers if you want.
Yeah, 10 patties.
Bill says, Matt, that's a real thing. They say that if people are given too many choices, a lot of people will pick nothing. It's true because you can't decide. How many times you go out and look at a menu and like you're there for 10 minutes because you're like, there's so much to choose from. It's like, I don't know. Give me 5 things and I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, there's that story about like Barack Obama. He only had, I think it was 1 suit that he would wear. Obviously, he had a bunch of different, suits. They weren't all the same one, smelly. But it was just like, I don't want to make, like, I have to make this. You only have so many decisions you can make in a day in your brain. And then you run out. It's kind of like a gas tank, I feel like. So it's like, I don't want to make a decision on what I'm going to wear because I need to make more important decisions later on in the day. Like your suit or whatever. You guys are probably like me too. When it comes to clothes or whatever, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, you need to limit what it is. Yeah.
Just give me something comfortable. I don't give a shit.
If I could live in pajamas, I would. Believe me. The day I can actually retire, if I don't die before then, I'll be like Hugh Hefner. I'll be just walking around in my pajamas all day long everywhere.
I think minus like wearing these horror shirts all the time. We have so many Halloween shirts so bad.
Yeah, I'll be just wearing horror shirts and sweatpants. That's it. Because at that point, I've just given up.
Oh yeah, that's all you need. So, I don't agree with it, but when people say Halloween 1978 is boring, I'm like, whatever. Like, I guess I can see your perspective because it is a slow burn. I don't agree, but
we've often talked about it, Matt. Like, if you take out like the brief nudity that you have, the movie's PG-13 nowadays. You know what I mean?
Right.
What
I think, one thing that's great about 78 though is obviously it's not the goriest movie by any means in the franchise,
which is great.
But the kills are so they're so effective,
Mm-hmm.
There's something about them that's just scary. They're
less is more, I think, is maybe the best way to think of it too, right?
Yeah,
and that's not what they wanted.
So evil, like the kill in the car with the heavy breathing and all of that,
No, Herb's right. That's basically what Sean Cunningham said. He said basically just take the template of Halloween and just write me something.
Exactly,
just like that.
It's good of him.
He didn't lie about it.
He's open about it too. He talks about it all the time.
We found that video. Remember, Pat, was that Instagram where it's George McFly opening up the car door? Hey, you. And it's like Michael killing Annie.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. So
get your damn hands off of her.
That's what he says. He's like, oh, no.
I did see somebody's watching me. Did you guys? I know, but have you seen that, Matt?
No. Is it good? Would you recommend it?
It was a made for TV movie.
I saw it a long time ago. I got to revisit it. Same with the Elvis movie too.
The Elvis movie was good. Yeah, that's where you first met Kurt Russell. That's what started that.
I still need to watch the Halloween. I think it's the Halloween 2, the made-for-TV version of Halloween 2, which has a bunch of added scenes, right?
Oh, you haven't seen that? Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't know where I can find it.
I think it's actually, I think it might be on YouTube. I think at least some parts of it.
Cody says, Halloween has tits. This ain't goddamn Scream.
Goddamn Scream.
Who's the guy, Pat? I always forget his name. I bought the versions where he's edited them and made like one continued movie with 1 and 2.
Oh, I forget.
Roy Dam or whatever the guy's name is. Yeah, he makes the Blu-rays and he combines 1 and 2. He edits it together as one long movie, but he put the TV footage in from both films.
Oh, I should have blew this up to read.
Bless him.
See if I can read this.
It's a long one. All right, let me get my glasses on.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I understand the cultural importance behind this film, and it definitely had redeeming qualities. I saw this for the first time yesterday in preparation for the new Halloween, which looks amazing, by the way, and I really couldn't get into it. The characters weren't very interesting, aside from the psychologist dude, and they all made some really terrible decisions. There were so many moments where someone left a door open or a window open or didn't double check to see if the killer was really dead. I couldn't get past a lot of this stuff. Michael was interesting enough. He can be scary at times, but I was never terrified. The score was excellent. It's not a classic for no reason, but I wish it was used more sparingly. It's in the background for pretty much the whole film. And I think it wouldn't have been more effective if it kicked in during critical moments. I did like the open ending, and I really want to watch Halloween 2 now, and I'm more excited for the new one. Anyways, anybody else share my experience of this movie?
No.
So this guy says, I like the opening. The movie made me really want to watch Halloween 2, and I'm really more excited for the new one, but the movie sucks. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's just like, and he's like, they make poor decisions. That is what a horror movie is. If they made the right decisions, you wouldn't have a horror movie, stupid.
I don't think I ever see psychologists too often in descriptions.
A psychologist dude.
Yeah, psychologist dude. That's the better way to say it. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, this one I found funny because why weren't the doors locked? This is like if all the doors were locked and she made all the right decisions, you would have no movie.
Well,
God,
that's the whole point too. It's Haddonfield. It's this really safe town. Everybody knows each other. You don't lock your doors, your windows. Like that's the whole point. It's like such a shocking. This isn't downtown Chicago. No offense, Brett.
No,
yeah.
This isn't Child's Play,
Like, I know.
right? Like this is a safe place in Illinois.
Like Brackett says. You know what it is, Doctor? This is families all lined up in a row. That's what it is. It's quiet suburbia. So of course you got, like, say if you were in that town and something like this happened, it would be crazy.
See, I think people revisiting this movie within the last decade or two, for that matter, yeah, they're filtered a little bit by all the source material that's come out after Halloween 78. That's the impression I'm getting. I don't know about you guys, but
Oh, wait a second. Oh, Liana gifted 10 memberships. Thanks, Liana.
Oh my
the
god.
Dean said that you got one, Pat.
You know what? Because I have another YouTube thing, which is my private one that I don't even
great.
use, and it always gifts it for me.
That's the best. Oh God,
It's hysterical.
It's all part of your plan, man. You're trying to hoard everything.
Yeah, I'm a whore. Ghostface Studio Productions got one.
Just busting your
Paul
balls.
Fitzhenry got one. Michael Dammit got one. Nice, Michael.
hey Michael.
Ben Grimm Up All Night got one. Chucky Myers. Me, which is ridiculous. Critical Digit. Cryptex.
We'll take some of the Slaughtered Lamb guys until they come back.
Look at that. Only Sands got one. Darren got one. Blake from all the good names are taken got one.
We got a lot of our friends that got some, huh?
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't know how to shut that off, so I don't get it. I really don't.
Thank you, Leanna.
Thanks, Leanna. Sorry, that's this eye-watering thing all day long. I don't know what the hell it is. It's driving me crazy, so I'm not crying. I swear.
It's just so beautiful.
I know he said something bad about my movie.
How dare they?
He never wins anything. Pat got another membership to his own channel. This guy can't stop winning.
Legend.
Halloween, when we first meet Laurie, the camera seems to be following her around. It is almost like we are the stalker, and that's basically what he wanted. Yep. Big inspiration from Bob Clark's from Black Christmas.
Oh yeah. And plus too, like, I think the younger audience, when they go in and watch Halloween 1978, they already have it in their mind that all of these tropes have already been so overplayed in 2025. But you have to put yourself in the mindset of 78, right? Like,
right.
These are a lot of these tropes are brand new and fresh, and people in the audience. I mean, I wish I was there in 78, but my mom tells me about, her experience going and seeing Halloween in 78. And it's just, it just worked because a lot of it was so new. And Black Christmas, of course, was more under the radar. Like, people didn't see Black Christmas, Yeah,
I didn't see Black Christmas till probably early to mid 80s, because I had heard about it for the longest time, and then I just never got around to it. But then I remember getting on this kick of watching, like, I think it was around 84, I guess, when I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night. And that's when I went back and started watching all the Christmas horror, because there's one from 1980, Christmas Evil, that's always been near and dear to me because it was filmed in my old hometown. And I actually watched back in 1980, watched them film some of the scenes in the movie because they filmed it right down the street from my elementary school. So I remember them actually
that
filming
movie.
it.
I need to go back and rewatch it. That movie, from what I remember, I feel like that movie's underrated.
If
I remember correctly.
Big fan of it.
I don't think I ever saw it.
We did a watch along of it.
Wait, the Christmas one,
week.
right?
Christmas Evil.
Why do I always forget, Pat, that movie and Curtains? For some reason, I always think of Curtains. I'm sorry.
Had Jeffrey DeMunn in it, so he went on to be.
Jeffrey DeMunn, yeah.
And Patricia Richardson, who was the mom in Home Improvement, she was in it.
Nice. Are you guys excited for the reboot of Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Brett saw it already.
They had advanced screening here in California or Chicago a couple weeks ago. Sorry. Yeah. It's definitely worth the watch. I won't say too much more. I would want you to be surprised. I think people that didn't like what's his name, Corey from Ends, I think they'll like him a lot more in this situation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Rohan Campbell.
I think he did a great job. Even if you hate Ends, I think he did a great
not the
job
problem.
in Ends. Yeah,
He's
it
not the
has
problem.
nothing to do with him. You know, I
Yeah.
think his acting is fine.
I think there's still just a lot of people out there though that just kind of look at it that way though.
Yeah, to get on Ends, like I said, that's not the way I wanted to see the franchise end. I actually enjoyed the Corey story for what it was. I would like to have seen it as a standalone, not part of that trilogy, because I kind of wanted to see it end a different way. But he was great in it. I think he acted fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'd say just don't go super high expectations. I think you might enjoy it a little bit more. I kind of went in just not being super stoked for it and ended up enjoying it a lot more, it seemed. So,
Nice. That's good to hear. That's kind of I feel like where I'm at. I'm kind of with any slasher. I don't really of course I love slashers to death, but I don't really expect. I just expect kind of a silly good time, you know?
right.
Yeah, that's kind of usually what I expect. I mean, I expect a little bit more when it's like a Halloween, but for 99% of the slashers, Hard Eyes, we just talked about that a minute ago. But I just expect kind of a silly good time.
I mean, movies got to be really bad. Like there's few movies that I just can't get past because they're so bad. It's got to be really bad. And like Skinamarink bad. That's probably the worst one I can think of.
Oh God, Matt, did you like
horrible.
Black Phone, or did you see the sequel, or if you saw the first one, or?
Yeah, I've seen.
I haven't
both
seen
of
part
them.
two. I got to see it.
I don't know what you thought of the second one. I went in I saw one trailer. I didn't want to watch any more of it. I went in with not looking forward to seeing as much. I didn't think how much more they could do, and I was shocked how much I liked the sequel. I did not expect to like the sequel. So
yeah, it's very different than the first one in some ways, you know, right? Yeah. It's like the first one is more like weapons. And then the second one, I mean, like it's a lot, most of it takes place, is not a spoiler, but most of it takes place at a summer camp, isolated in the snow. Like that's a pretty good setting, I feel like.
Something that you don't see often.
Very rare. Winter summer camp, you know? Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah, I had a good time with it.
You have to check it out.
They're trying to turn that into like obviously they're trying to turn it into a franchise. I don't want to spoil it, but like just what they do with the main villain, right? He can, you know, they can keep pumping him out forever essentially with his story. So
Herbert had an issue with Laurie ignoring
want.
Tommy about seeing the boogeyman. Children interpret things differently as adults. Well, that was the whole part of it, because he was the only one that that was it. He kept seeing him. Nobody else was well. I believe you, Tommy. Lindsay believed him, but that was the whole part of. I actually like that, you know, because sometimes when you try to tell adults something as a kid and they just don't, they're not listening to you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you have kids, Herbert, but obviously you have kids, Pat. So you probably like.
Oh,
you can
exactly.
You can see that like happening in real life.
Right.
Yeah, Christmas Evil. Yep, had Patricia Richardson in it. Who else was it? Jeffrey DeMunn. Who was the main guy? Brandon McGard. He was in a bunch of different shows and movies at the time. Actually, his daughter is Fiona Apple, the singer. But there was also an appearance. One of the cops. I can't think of his name. What was the cop's name that was a complete dick to Robert Duvall in Falling Down? You know who I'm talking about, Brett?
I can look it up.
Is that the politician guy?
He was in Christmas Evil. He played a cop in that too, like a detective.
Well, there's a female detective, right? Sandra Torres.
Let me look up because it's going to drive me crazy. Because I'm pretty sure he was in Falling Down, and he was the one that was giving Robert Duvall a hard time.
Is that Raymond Barry?
Raymond Barry. Yeah.
Raymond Barry.
Captain Bill Yardley.
He was in. Yeah, he played a cop in that movie too.
Pat, You know what Raymond Barry's in. We talk about it all the time. He's the captain and the ref that gets fired.
Right. Yep. He's in that too. Yep. For some reason, that's the first thing that came to mind was Falling Down.
Remember the mayor fires him? He's like, I did your wife twice, Bob.
Oh, yes. Yep.
2 times. She said you could never go 2 times, Bob.
Yeah, man. Don't be a ghost face. Yeah. Now you remember.
Yeah,
it's like,
Ghostface, cool.
It's like in was it the Bronx Dance? Now you can't leave. Now you just can't leave.
You know, Matt, go back on to Halloween here. Pat and I, we always talk about this. How old were you when you first saw the original?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I got a lot of bits and pieces of a lot of the Halloweens in the 90s.
Okay.
My parents were very religious, so I had to always go to like a buddy's house.
Gotcha.
I honestly don't know the first time. Yeah.
So it was probably like on VHS where it wasn't a high quality though, right? Like it's like we have HD and everything now.
Yeah, yep.
Is it amazing, like when you first see it, like all this different things you could see now because of HD and just the clear color and just seeing all the goof ups even more?
The fact that the whole movie takes place in the spring, summer-ish,
in California,
in California with palm trees and the grass is green. I think that's a part of the reason.
That's the charm. Like trying to find things over the years. Like I said, we've done episodes. Usually when we do a watch along, I have a printout. I think it's like 67 goofs or gaffes in Halloween, and we just go through the whole thing of all the different things that are out of place and it just makes it more. Gives it more charm. It makes it more fun.
Absolutely.
It's more impressive too. Like the movie's so beloved, but it was filmed in the spring, summer. Like that's crazy. They were able to pull that off, but.
Yeah, I don't think when we point them all out, we're not like, it's not, we like, oh God, this is terrible because of that. I'm sure some people probably would do that, but
it's
an independent movie.
I think the color grading makes it feel like it's the fall. Like the movie looks cold. It just looks a little crisp.
Right. It does.
That's a good way to say it. Gives you that
feeling that like overcast, it gets dark at 4:30 look.
Exactly. Yeah. They do a great job.
This was a good one. Cryptographer Pale. The original is garbage. It's on the same level as the Troll movies. So bad, they're great. 2021 checking in. Yeah. I don't know about that. It's on par with the Troll movies. Seriously?
That's God. Could you at least compare it to something a little bit better than that, right?
Seriously. It's like, what are you watching?
I know, right?
Are you watching Tubi?
Oh. Hey, Tubi's okay from time to time,
It's true, but they do have so many B movies. So
many.
And
we could make a movie this weekend and it would go up on Tubi.
You could put it on Tubi.
You could put anything on there, yeah.
That would be amazing.
Let's do it. the trip to pick up Myers beer and everything that happens on that journey.
Yeah.
I should. You know what? Why not? People do this, make movies where they're on a pilgrimage. I could do a pilgrimage to get Myers beer.
Yes.
Oh,
and you guys could have watched the wife yell at me when I got home for wasting 5 hours.
You know what I saw this weekend? So, Matt, we had Days of the Dead here at the con here, and they had Sean S. Cunningham, and it was a Return of the Living Dead reunion. But so there was a handful of other Friday the 13th people from the series. Pat, remember Sean S. Cunningham showed that guy that got the canoe? He found one of the original canoes from the camp, Cape Wanabasco. Did you see that?
That's
video,
right. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, he got one of the original. I don't know how the hell they got it, but they got one of the original canoes.
How do they confirm that it's actually
I
original?
Forget how they did it. The way that they did it.
They got rid of like a ton of stuff when they were renovating, right, Pat? And he tracked it down to where some people in Ohio got a lot of the stuff that they renovated. So he went to Ohio, and I think he bought more than one of the canoes. But they showed it in the film. You could see it when who's the main? What's the
Adrian King?
Yeah, Adrian King. When she's got her hand, you could see the stickers and everything. And yeah, but bottom line is the guy had the canoe at the convention here. I took some pictures. Pat, we should show those later.
Oh, that's funny.
Got signatures all over it. It's hysterical.
See, on Tubi, we can do the story of Lipstick Nipple.
Our band. That's our
me, Bill, Brett, and Joe. That's our band, Lipstick Nipple.
Realistic fake band we've ever had.
Yeah, we'll be premiering on Thanksgiving Eve when we do our beer tasting.
Yes.
If you have nothing to watch, Matt on Wednesday night, we do. This is our 3rd annual beer tasting on the night before Thanksgiving. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a tradition, and we'll probably just talk horror like we always do.
Talk horror, drink beer, and just act like idiots. What else is new? This is a good one. This is from Ling H. Okay. Worst Halloween movie I've ever watched. Absolute bore fest. No drama, no gore, no anything. Pathetic killings, predictable. Why did she keep leaving the knife on the floor? I don't know what film you've all been watching, but it wasn't this. It's horrendously crap. Okay. I've had better nights watching paint dry.
Just realized I look back at those pictures. The people were carrying that canoe around everywhere, and they were just storing all their stuff to get signed on it.
Nice.
I'm surprised. Yeah, that's crazy. They let him bring in a canoe.
Yeah,
But
Pat, I sent him you and Bill, but yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cool,
So, pathetic killings so what was predictable about it? It really wasn't predictable. I mean, why does she keep leaving the knife on the floor? Yeah, well, that's part of it because that's, everybody's been asking that since 1978. Why you keep leaving the knife on the floor? But that's what she did. Don't know what film you've all been watching, but this is horrendously crap.
who do?
I don't know about you. I've watched Paint Dry before, and it's not as good as Halloween. It's better than some
man.
things I've seen in my lifetime, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, Ling H is going to get whooped.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that's just great about 78, it's not necessarily like it's an M. Night Shyamalan twist, but like the aesthetic of everything, the eeriness, it's just, yeah. Come on.
The enigma, the unknown. Which you fear the
I grew up in a small town like Halloween. I grew up in like a town like Haddonfield. If you grew up in a small town like that, where you went out and trick or treated, you came home when the street lights came on. Everybody knew each other. You rode your bikes and you left them outside, and everybody knew that you were at that house because all the bikes were outside that house. That's what that was like. So that's the way it was when I grew up. So maybe that's why I gravitate more to it, because it's like that could have happened in my town. Believe me, there was a lot of creepy people growing up in my town that I could easily see becoming mass murderers.
Unless, Pat, you're like our friend Jordan Decker we were talking to in the green room, where somebody rode a bike and just threw it in his yard. Stolen bike.
I feel like also, Pat, with like, to piggyback off of what you just said, the whole aspect of, especially in Halloween 2, that the local town, everybody knows everybody, and then you turn on the TV and it's like, oh, breaking news in the neighborhood, something
unheard of.
Everybody is glued to their radio or TV, and you know what I mean? And it just feels, you also see that in Friday the 13th Part 3 in the beginning, but I love that. It's like breaking news, it's in your neighborhood. The killer's still on the loose. It just works.
I don't ever remember a murder when I was a kid in my town. So that would have been like the biggest thing like that. It would be like, oh, are you crazy? No.
The one thing we had the Brown's Chicken murder. I don't know if you heard about that. That was really close to
the who?
The Brown's Chicken was a franchise of fried chicken joints here.
Oh, those time you killed a chicken. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to kill a chicken and eat it.
No, but like, yeah, it was like the owner and a few other employees, they got murdered and they were left in a meat locker. They were thrown in the freezer, right? And they figured out who killed them 30 years later. So it's just a few years.
That's not like a mob hit.
Yeah.
Man.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
But it was terrible because it was like within 5 minutes from where I lived. It's like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, it was so easy to get away with crimes 40, 50, 60 years ago.
That's why I'm not in jail.
Everybody's got cameras now,
That's why I'm still here.
Well, that's like a movie like Weapons. I don't know. Have you guys seen Weapons?
It's the best movie I've seen this year.
I actually just watched it last night. I showed it to my wife last night because she wanted to see it.
Yeah, like a very good, like eerie, good atmosphere. I enjoyed it as well. But everybody's got cameras. Like they would somebody would be able to see, oh, these kids went here, and then they ended up at this house, I
mean, the way he did it was pretty cool because he was watching how they would all walk, which way they were direction, and this is what intersects right there. So I guess he kind of did it, pretty cleverly.
But
I should say.
The cops, it's like, what were the cops doing? They weren't looking at, like, how did they not figure that out? But I wish they would have dove a little bit more into that, like him trying to piece together the puzzles and the clues, and just maybe like 10 more minutes of that. That would have been fun. I would have liked that, but fun movie nonetheless.
It's like when those kids run out, right? Who runs like that, right, Pat? Hands out like this.
Yeah, right. They were all running like Phoebe. If you watch Friends, maybe did you ever watch Phoebe run? I don't know if you guys are fans of Friends.
I've seen Friends, but no, I haven't seen her run.
Yeah, that was a big thing. She was running like there was something like she was having a fit.
I haven't repeat watched it except for I watched one scene on Max, so I just had it on the background. The whole thing with the principal at the gas station or the store, That's just wild.
That was just crazy. Yeah. The reason Age watches paint dry at night because she can't get laid. I mean, neither can. Neither can Jordan.
Me
but he's
neither.
watching, you know.
But I'm watching you.
I did like the way Weapons was. It was sort of like Pulp Fiction, in the way that it was showing each individual person, and then then you saw the end.
Yeah.
How it affected each different person and what they were doing for it. So,
yeah,
it's
like when they're showing the when they're showing like the crackhead,
right.
You're kind of like you're like, I found myself I knew they were gonna tie that in somehow. I had no idea how, but I was like looking forward to just seeing them how they're gonna kind of tie that into the rest of the story.
That poor cop gets stabbed with needles. I mean, come on.
Dude,
Oh God, that was rough, wasn't it?
Oh man.
Oh God.
Yeah, I told my buddy about that. He's a big germaphobe. Like we were in downtown LA one time, and he's just like staring at the ground. I'm like, why are you staring at the ground, man? He's like, looking out for needles.
That's crazy.
Because we saw people shooting up, in downtown.
Well, it is LA. I mean, they're handing out the needles and just saying, here, have at it.
Oh yeah. Same with Portland. You go up to Portland, I've seen so many people just shooting up on the sidewalk. But anyway,
Bill said his local boogeyman was the Sizzler. The Sizzler? I mean, Sizzler was good, and the Sizzlers are actually coming back.
They are the Sizzler restaurants.
that
Go to
house,
Sizzler.
I wouldn't go past the Sizzler. I'd stop in the Sizzler and get a steak.
oh dude, it was such a good deal. I want to say there was a time where it was like $9 for a steak, like a steak meal.
Oh,
Yeah,
those were the
they're
days.
coming
Years
back.
ago.
They're coming back.
Salad bar.
Yeah, I forgot Udo Cares at Rob Zombie's Halloween. Oh man.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Andy actually went out and got a triple cheeseburger because we were talking about it, and chicken strips and a large fry and a Coke.
Damn, going hard.
Also a quarter pounder. Holy shit.
Holy
Jesus. What are you
Wow.
training for, dude?
Damn.
dude, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yep, the Browns chicken murders and John Wayne Gacy were famous. Oh yeah, John Wayne Gacy. I mean, come on. I never heard of the Browns chicken murders though.
Well, and in a way, seriously too, like Wisconsin's where Gain was and where Dahmer.
Yeah.
We're kind of near all the craziness around here.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you people out there?
Well, it's
I don't
kind of
know.
like there's been a lot of studies on the Northwest, Some people, there's some documentaries that are kind of interesting about the effects on lead poisoning in a certain area of the Northwest and how many serial killers have came from that exact area. And they're linking some of the psychological problems to the lead poisoning in that area. It's kind of interesting. So I don't know. Yeah, Wisconsin maybe got the same problem.
Yeah, Jordan, you have a lot of lead paint by you? Because that would explain a lot.
Licking walls as a kid.
You eat paint chips when you're a kid?
Well, I mean, Brett's in Wisconsin, so we all know about Wisconsin.
Come on, it's
Oh, yeah.
Czechoslovakia. We zip in, we pick them up, we zip right out again. We're not going to Moscow. It's Czechoslovakia. It's like going into Wisconsin.
Well, I got the shit kicked out of me in Wisconsin once. Forget it.
Forget it.
Classic.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we love stripes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a thing with Brett every time he mentions it because he's by his folks right now in Wisconsin. Every time he mentions Wisconsin, we have to drink.
That might happen on Wednesday then.
Oh yeah.
You'd be getting a good buzz. Yeah.
There's Views Parallax. What's up, man? I would have said best slasher, but I don't consider it a traditional slasher.
Okay.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, there were movies before. I mean, you had Hammer films. You did have some of the Italian films. You obviously had Black Christmas.
We do have to remember
Before it.
Texas Chainsaw was before it too.
Chainsaw was before it, sure.
Psycho, if you want to count Psycho.
I'm guessing most of these newer reviews have been done by teenagers who are into Twilight and crap like that. Yeah,
I like
Hey.
that. Sure.
Yeah. Well, this is a different one. Let's see. This isn't Ling, whatever her name was. This movie was terrible. My local theater was showing it for flashback cinema, which is something where they show classics again in theaters. Anyways, me and some buddies saw it, and I thought it was terrible. People praise it as a classic, even though it has had a terrible budget, which I don't. Does that make a difference? Afterwards, we rated it out of 10, and not as a joke, they rated it between a 6 and 7. I gave it a 0. Do not watch.
Yeah. Do we watch movies for budget?
For budgets? That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you guys? Who gives? I mean, this is November 10th of this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a weird thing. Like, when I talked about, Chris Stuckman's new movie, there's always
Shelby Oaks.
Yeah, Shelby Oaks. There's always people who, and it's hard. It's hard to say like whether or not you should take this into account or you shouldn't. But the whole aspect of the budget, right? It's kind of like some people will say, I didn't like it, but it's amazing if you consider the budget. And it's like, well, I mean, I get. Like, I think we should just. Was it good or was it not good? I don't know. It's hard to say, right? So
yeah, if I see a good movie, I'm not looking at the budget. I'm like, this movie was great. I don't give a rat's ass about the budget.
I know, right?
But okay, but apparently it's important to Alexander. Okay, stay in your mom's basement. Next. ONG. That's it. Tedious and lacking in genuine suspense.
I could say the same thing for this username.
Exactly. OG.
Don't forget there's a
Halloween of this year. So I don't know what's tedious about the original Halloween. And I mean, suspense more so towards the end, I would think, because he keeps coming back. But it does have the general creepiness because he's stalking through the whole movie and you're trying to look for him. He's in the shadows. I know these reviews are just, it's ridiculous. It's hard to find bad reviews of Halloween, folks. It really is, thankfully.
It is, yeah.
Dean, I only take budget into consideration on the independent project. I don't even really pay attention to it.
No.
The only time I pay attention to it is when the budget's like bloated. And I'm like, they spent how much on this piece of shit?
Right, that I can see. People often say Halloween 38 movies at a glacial pace, which I've never understood. A glacial pace? I guess because it moves slow.
Yeah, I feel that way when you start talking budgets. I don't know. This is kind of off the subject. I remember being so looking forward to seeing the movie Waterworld. And I don't know if you guys remember when that came out. Everybody was talking about
notorious for the budget.
The budget.
Yeah, the budget was huge.
I think it was biggest budget ever. In the history
at that
of movies.
time, right?
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed that film. It's like,
I thought it was good. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, that one's infamous for being like the biggest flop in movie history, like for the budget, For
the budget, yeah.
But I grew up on that movie, man. Yeah, loved it. I mean, I grew up on Costner, just anyways, everything Costner.
Oh, he was everywhere back in the day.
Oh yeah, Dances with Wolves, everything.
No Way Out.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, all the
Hawaii H. All right, so you don't matter, first of all, just because of that. I don't understand why people like don't like the cornball of a movie. I get that it's a classic and all, but seriously, you can't tell me you genuinely enjoy this.
Man, Pat, you're finding these guys are God, they gotta have some more backup than just saying that.
That's why wasn't that easy to find really bad reviews. And like I said, I didn't think to go. I Googled it. I thought more places would have shown up. And I guess
it's just fun to read this and kind of just.
It's just fun just reading it. It doesn't like how is this a cornball of a movie? I mean, it's not like you're watching The Toxic Avenger or like a fucking Naked Gun or something. Or Student Bodies. It's not a spoof of anything.
Yeah.
Oh. Colin Murdy, you're in the chat, bud. Yeah, you've missed one hell of some reviews here. I hope none of these people are from Belfast. You're gonna have to go find them if they are.
Well, Kauai. All right, so we can move on. You can eat a dick. This one is Halle. Absolute shit. No story, no acting, no horror. Just a waste of time.
Well, at least you gave it half a star.
The half, yeah. It's like,
how is there no story? How is there no acting? How is there no horror? And how is this a waste of time? Explain.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially with horror movies nowadays, like I feel like the bar is so low. How can you watch Halloween 1978 and think it's bad with how many bad movies we get nowadays?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Like, I get it. You go back and you watch the original Texas Chainsaw and you're like, it's not really for me. I get it. But with all the crap we get nowadays.
Kids writing these newer reviews are probably the ones that think the Terrifier films are great. They want blood and gore and can't give two shits about the story. So pretty much. It's true.
How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Terrifier?
I liked them, but not over the moon about them. I mean, it's just I watch them just like everybody else does. You want to see how far it's going to go next. There's not much story there.
Well, Pat Pat probably knows what I'm going to say. I think it's probably one of the better final girls we've gotten in horror. I think that's the one thing I
What's
really
got to
like.
think for her?
Oh, jeez. Yeah. No, but it's kind of almost too. It's almost too much, but I have to watch them. It's weird. Yeah, I think it's just the horror thing to do right now. It is a bit much. I don't know how many times I could watch them over and over again. But yeah,
I think a part of it is we're just not getting any other good slashers at all.
No,
we're just taking so we're like, all right, well, Terrifier is about all we're gonna get, and they're going practical, which we love, right? So it's not like the newest I Know What You Did Last Summer with everything looks like CGI computer shit. But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. I totally agree. No.
It's almost water cooler talk at work for any horror fans that I work with too. It's like when those last two have come out, it's like been the talk. It's like, oh my god, how about that? Can you believe they did that?
Cody prefers Hatchet over Terrifier. I probably agree. I'd rather watch Hatchet.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna do a deep dive on Hatchet soon. I can't wait to watch. I've never seen Hatchet, so I'm excited.
Pat and I, we're gonna try to
shock factor
watch them all in a row. We've been talking about it.
Things. Yeah, it is.
Nice.
It's just Terrifier is just there to see how crazy it's going to be. How far is he going to go to kill somebody this time? It's it's torture porn. It's like it falls in with Saw and the Hostel movies.
You got the material. He's very good too as that character, though. He doesn't even speak. It's great. It's just all those facial expressions, the laughing, the look. That's another big part of it. Would you say, Pat? Like the character of him.
Yeah.
David Howard Thornton or whatever.
Yeah.
I will say about Terrifier, I gave the second movie quite a bit of grief with as far as the kills go, because I felt like the kills were just very uninteresting in the second one. They were just a lot. Like there wasn't anything unique happening, or it's just like, all right, we're just gonna rub some salt on this wound and do it for over and over and over. But in the third movie, I thought the kills, especially the shower scene and some of the other kills, were like really creative and funny and interesting and holy shit, you know?
That's why I watch it, just to see what he's going to do. How's he going to kill this person next?
Yeah. Plus the Christmas vibes were pretty on point in the third one too.
Yeah.
The final act stuff was pretty wild too, but yeah, we don't need to get down there.
Yeah. Which I didn't love the gore in the final act, but you know.
No, I thought
it was just like, it was like a
concept
little bit like much. Yeah, it was just like, all right. It's like, you know, you eat your favorite, you know, you eat 3 Oreos, right? You love it. You're good with life. You're happy still. But you eat 2 sleeves of Oreos and you just hate your life.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, the end of the third act in Terrifier 3. It's like the gore is cool, and then it's just like, all right, guys, let's do something else here, you know?
You go from your single Oreos to like the mega stuff ones.
Yep, and you're just ill.
So Chris B, who I think this is a pseudonym for Darren Sands. Boring and rubbish. This movie was not scary at all.
Oh, rubbish! Yeah.
I'm like, Darren, seriously? This is where he let it all out under a different name, under a pseudonym.
Just letting it out. Yeah, probably the same guy that thinks like Exorcist Believer or the new Conjuring is the scariest movie ever made.
I didn't see the new Conjuring. I didn't think the last Exorcist movie was as bad as people made it out to be, but that's just me.
Let's see what everybody's saying in the chat here.
But you probably didn't think they were scary.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a good way. I should probably say that. You're right. No, definitely not scary. No.
Torture porn is just a way to write off certain movies, in my opinion. Well, that's why we call it torture porn, because that's basically it is. Torture porn is just basically saying we're just waiting to see people get excited over how crazy you're going to kill somebody, or how you're going to
There's no mood. There's no atmosphere.
There's no mood. There's no atmosphere.
There's
it's
no
like,
eeriness.
what is he going to do to this person? Like,
there's no.
He's gonna strap him in the chair, spray him with some freaking freeze thing, and then start smashing his hands. It's basically that's basically what torture porn is, because people get excited off of that shit.
Yeah.
Slasher Fred says, well, they are coming out with a third Gremlins, which is set to be directed by Chris Columbus and who wrote the screenplay for the original movie. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping they do the same thing they did with. I'm hoping it sort of turns out like a Beetlejuice 2, where it was a fun return. Like, you didn't expect too much, they didn't do too much, and it was fun. Because I like Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah, Beetlejuice is fun.
It was fun, but of course, it wasn't nowhere near as good as the first. But it was fun. So hopefully, they do the same thing with part 3. They don't try to, go too crazy. Make it good. He may be a sweetheart convention, but his social media pisses me off. Yeah, I've never met David Howard Thornton in person, but I've seen his social media stuff, and he kind of is a dick on social media. So
it's a shame, yeah, because he's actually a real nice guy to meet, though.
Yeah,
nice.
I've heard
overly nice.
He kind of gives that vibe of like, I used to be a nerd, and I was picked on, and now I'm shining. I'm kind of like, it's kind of my turn to shine. But I don't think he's intentionally doing that. Because like you said, he seems like a really nice guy. I think it's more accidental. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's surrounding himself with some people, I don't know, who are kind of weird.
Bill loves the character of Art the Clown, and the kills and gore are done extremely well, but the movies are just there. Exactly. There's no point. It's just basically we're going to see what's going to happen. What is he going to do next?
I do like the stuff in that third one at the bar too, though, which he's got the Santa outfit and everything. Oh man.
It's fun. Yeah.
Hostel quite funny. Hostel, I have no problem with the Hostel movies. The worst part is when he gets his ankle. Anytime they cut the back of your
the
foot,
Achilles.
Yeah,
that just like in Pet Sematary, both of them. I don't care. You can be cutting somebody's head off, and I'll watch that. But when you go to the back of the ankle, that just kills me. Or eyes in the back of the ankle, just kill me.
Dude, I'm the same way, but with wrist slits. Whenever they show like a slow wrist, I can't watch it. You could cut off their head, but the wrist, I can't watch it. I'm like, oh.
The wrist, or like Fred Gwynn and Pet Sematary with the Achilles. Yeah,
the Achilles. Oh, well, last night I was like, after was it yesterday or was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I was watching the Running Man over at Mike's, and the part where they're prepping him and they take that long ass needle and stick it all the way in his finger. Oh, that kills me.
Oh.
that movie's a wild movie. I feel like
so good.
It's a wild movie.
Yeah, I love the OG.
Where do you think it ranks Arnold wise though?
Yeah,
I feel like it's one of his worst.
I don't know if I'd put it as was worst. What did you say, Pat?
Not his worst, but one of them. Like
it's not up there like with Terminator. It's not up there, but to me, it's like it's middle of the road.
You know what I like it more than
Commando better.
Oh, Commando's one of my favorites.
Stuff like that. But
I'd probably
it's
put
still
True
fun.
Lies.
Don't get me wrong, it's fun.
I got to put True Lies over it. True Lies is, I think that True Lies is a lot of fun.
But you saw the new one, didn't you, Brett?
I did see the new one, and I really enjoyed the new one, but it fell apart in the third act for me.
That's what I've been hearing the same thing you were saying. Everybody said started out great, but the third act it fell.
It really dropped off because I was loving it.
Yeah.
It's still worth seeing. I still liked it, but yeah, that third act had to do some different things, I think. But yeah,
I feel like it was just one of those movies to just have some popcorn and just see some big explosions and craziness.
He's good. I enjoy that Glenn Powell guy. I think he's definitely got a career.
Let's see,
yeah, Commando rules.
All right, let's see what Abigail M has to say, because it's a 1.5 star. I would love to be able to say I enjoyed it, but I truly believe people only enjoy it because it's a classic. One person was killed throughout the entire movie. No, was it? There wasn't much of a plot, and all together was boring. Even my brother, who hates horror movies, said it was boring and not scary. Well, he said he hates horror movies, so why would you ask him? If you want to watch a good classic, I recommend Scream, which is heavily influenced, and Halloween appears through the whole film, or Chainsaw Massacre, or one of the others. This movie was just boring, in my opinion.
Abigail must have been you only watched like a scene of the movie. One person.
I know.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's to me, that's like the definition of a lot of people only love it because it was kind of like the first of its kind.
Right.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I feel like there are a lot of people who they look at it as just being a first and being a trendsetter, and that's one of the biggest reasons why it's so beloved. Whereas Halloween, Halloween's it's not that way, man.
No, at all.
No, it's just good. Just so
What's
good.
up, John? While I prefer the fog over the original
John,
Halloween, I could relate better to the characters, places, and circumstances in Halloween. And
John.
I'm okay with that, man. Fog's right up there in my top 5, so I won't argue with you, John. Plus, John's my resident Kiss fan, so
Yeah, man.
Oh God, there he is. What's up, Ronnie? My grandma said it didn't have enough
Hey, Ron.
titties in it.
Oh man, I love it.
Let's see
Hell
what else
yeah.
we got here. Oh, this one's good. I picked this one because I thought Jordan would know this person. Wang C. Sounds like
You
somebody
know
Jordan
Jordan
would
would know.
run in Jordan circles. While I appreciate it for what it is, it just isn't that much. It's a slow-paced, poorly combined, generic slasher film. It is basically like watching
Yeah.
Friday the 13th Part 5, but with dog murder.
I love Friday the 13th Part 5.
But with dog murder.
Yeah, fuck them dogs.
How does it relate to Halloween to Friday the 13th Part 5?
Yeah.
Man, that's mean about Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it. I mean, we're big fans of Part 5, but how does this movie relate whatsoever to
Speaking
Part
of
5?
boobies, yeah. Yeah, Friday the 13th Part 5 is a whodunit, clearly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
One that's grown over the last number of years, fandom. Yeah.
Yeah, great movie. I love that movie, man.
Yeah, but
It's
how
just
do you,
fun.
it's like basically I don't understand how that I love this. Wang, where are you, Wang? Hey, Wang. Have a Caddyshack?
yeah.
Hey,
Damn
Wang.
enchiladas. Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it, bitch. Remember that?
Eat your fucking slop.
Eat your slop. Wait, where is that? Where is she, Ethel? Did I get rid of her? She's still here. Oh, there she is.
Would you shut the fuck up?
There's Ethel. You gotta love Ethel. Wang C sounds like an adult boy band name.
Yeah, I think it was one of the characters in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Shut your pie hole, Wang Chung, right? Is that what it is?
Wang Chung. Elizabeth M. Too much walking and driving.
There's not that much
Pretty boring and
driving.
predictable.
There's not that much driving.
I mean, aside from them driving to the babysitter's house, what driving? I mean, a little bit of driving when he's stalking Tommy by the school, but nobody's driving. And the girls are walking home from school.
And I think people only say predictable because Halloween has influenced the genre for the last 40 years. You know, so everything in Halloween has been replayed ad nauseum. So, it's predictable, but
no, it did it first.
And it's not even about the twists and turns necessarily. I mean, the end is great, of course, but like it's more about just the way it makes you feel.
Gonna get it, bitch.
But gotta get it, bitch. Oh, I love that. That's a great line. That is a great one.
He just turns his voice like completely different.
She's shake and you guys probably did. I don't know if you guys have brothers, but we used to just anytime a brother would go into or a friend would go into a porta potty. I mean, you're shaking that bitch.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Always.
I wouldn't go anywhere near a porta potty with my brother and his friends.
I wouldn't dare tip it over though. That's
lock
like
me in
the
first
worst.
of all, if not tip it.
Yeah, we would put a stick in the thing and then just shake it to
Especially
death.
on like a steaming hot day when you're sitting there roasting. No, thank you. I'll go piss behind it so I'm free.
You're gonna get
I've done that. Bill says Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the most disturbing movies ever. It's probably the greatest horror film ever made. It's not his number one favorite overall, but the movie is basically horror personified. I mean, it's basically the first grindhouse movie, if you want to call it that, because like I tell everybody, if you watch that movie, especially like say it's August and you're watching the Chainsaw Massacre, after you watch it, you have to go take a shower.
Yeah, you can't eat. You can't eat any food.
You can't eat
while you're
anything.
watching
You
it.
just need to go take a shower, just wash it all off of you. Brush your teeth.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, yep.
Just-
I mean,
you feel it.
I mean, the
I
people
mean-
on set were throwing up, so you know.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just there. Ghostface says those who say Halloween isn't scary are the ones who say Skinamarink is the greatest film. Thank you. Sit down, child. The adults are talking. I agree 100%. Skinamarink is probably one of the worst films I've seen in a long time.
I do see Skinamarink from time to time on like a top, whatever, 50 horror movies, scariest horror movies of all time. I see it on there occasionally.
No, I watched it one night. I remember my wife and my daughter were doing something in the kitchen. I watched it. They came in and I was sitting on the couch like this, like, she's like, what are you watching? I go, I don't have a fucking clue what I just watched. But it wasn't good. It's entirely too long, first of all.
Which is, yeah, speaking of Terrifier, way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it at 2. Once you start getting over 2, even 2's long for some people. But
yeah, and they do the whole thing. This is Damien Leone made it for the fans. Like he doesn't want to cut anything out because this is fan funded, blah 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 blah. But I think it's just because he had to edit his own movie, and he's not a professional editor.
Yeah, folks, don't forget hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Let's do it. I'll take the woods over a porta potty. The porta potties are usually pretty bad because especially I do I'll be on open construction sites, and it's always a big joke because the guys will be like, the rule of thumb when you go to a porta potty, folks, is you do your business. If you're not using the urinal as a man and using the toilet, you put the seat down because nobody wants to see what's going on in there.
No,
but that's the big thing on the joke site.
Plus
everybody will leave the seat up because they want to show off their trophy. Hey, look what I did. And that's the way it is. Like I say, hey, dude, go to the potty, go to the third one from the left and see what I did. And it's like, no, dude, I don't need to see that.
Well, here's the thing too, and we'll get off this porta potty thing pretty quick. I remember when I was younger, though, those porta potties never had the urinal section. It was only just the toilet.
Never.
Yeah,
the urinal thing started later, which is nice.
Best invention ever.
Nice. Yeah, because we used to just have to laser piss the shit that was already in there.
You just want to
shoot it like you're Arnold in Commando. You're just.
Yep.
But have you guys ever heard of that prank where you, if you ever have somebody you absolutely hate, and I mean really hate, you go in the porta potty, you write on the wall, send me a picture of your poop in permanent marker with their phone number, and as long as that porta potty's in existence, this person will get pictures of poop on their phone forever. They'll have to change their number. So, just a tip if you want to prank anyone.
Oh my God. Hey, Pistofferson's in the house. How's it going, Ryan? Did Pat freeze? I think he froze, right, Pat?
Oh, you're muted, Pat. There you go. No, he's back.
Oh,
he's here.
I hit mute by accident. My bad.
You made me nervous. We were scared.
No, I hit the mute by accident. I apologize. I think it was sniffling, so nobody had to hear that.
I don't know if Sorry could make up for this.
So no, read it again. I was talking about Jose Angel B, who has 3 names, so you already know they're a dick. If I could, I'd give it 0 stars. The acting was terrible, the direction worse, and the storytelling was a complete mess. What a waste of time.
Wow.
Okay, the acting was terrible. I'll give you that. The acting was not Oscar worthy by nobody because it was all B movie actors, and Jamie Lee Curtis was a B movie actor at the time. She wasn't mainstream, so I'll give it that. The direction was worse. Really, the storytelling was a complete mess. What was a mess about it?
I think it was a pretty simple thing to follow, right?
You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the half a star, though.
No.
Yeah, seriously. What's up? Yeah, there's Ryan. What's up? About to crush this burger and fries. Look at you. Ooh. Burger and fries. I thought you were in training still.
That a boy. Might be a cheat day, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. Good for you.
No. Where's the burger and fries from?
What is it? Oh, okay. I'm just reading what everybody's saying here. I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, but so Jose Angel. Yeah, you go eat a dick.
I was trying to see what Leanna said about the gift certificates.
What'd she say?
Can't be combined.
If you have somebody you don't like and you're forced to buy a gift, I suggest a $50 gift certificate to multiple restaurants that can't be combined. It's a goat. You're evil. That's evil.
Yeah. Or if they have little kids, you just buy like the loudest toy ever.
Oh God, yeah.
It's fine in Halloween. It's fine to ever write the stuff for the girls. It works well and feels natural. Pleasant, professional. It does. The only part I think that the weakest actor in the film is probably Nancy Loomis. I do like she's just a little I don't know, a little stiff in certain parts, no offense. And when she's getting killed, it's comical. When she's getting killed in the back of the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
That part is kind of laughable. It's hard not to laugh at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It has a bit of that. You know how the acting was just different in the 60s
I love
and 70s,
like
a different style,
Right.
It has a bit of that going on. But
wait a second. It's from a Chinese place. It might be cat, but this burger is the shit. You got a burger from a Chinese place?
Get out now.
You're braver than I am. Wow. All right. People exactly. I mean, he was the highlight. Pleasance. I mean, anybody that says Pleasance acting in that film is bad is completely blind.
Yeah,
There's anything
now
bad
that I think about that, that's kind of a parallel as well with like Black Christmas and with Friday the 13th. Each of those movies, all three of those movies had one actor that was like very acclaimed and very experienced who kind of like grounded that movie, like John Saxon in Black Christmas and then Betsy Palmer in Friday the 13th, all like acclaimed. Everybody else was kind of a nobody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But all three of those movies had one person that was like just very good at their craft.
Yeah, that's what Mustafa Akkad said. Let's get one person that's a well-known actor. And that's when he brought up, of course, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. And he's like, what do you want to make another Hammer film? I mean, come on, just do something different.
God, I really don't even know who I could say was terrible, really, even. And I guess you could say Nancy Loomis was, if you had to pick one.
I wouldn't even say she was terrible. I would just say she was probably the weakest of the bunch. Not necessarily terrible. I didn't, but like certain spots, it was a little weak, but I wouldn't say it was terrible.
It's like,
like when they're walking home together and they're walking home from school, there's some parts where it's a little iffy, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's like saying Mr. Strode was terrible in his 3 seconds.
The Graveyard Guy in Halloween actually won 3 Tony Awards. Did he really? Well,
there was something about that. Yeah, the old Charlie Bowles story guy.
Charlie Bowles guy. Olivia Hussey was not a nobody by any stretch.
True. Not her. Sorry, not her. And
she was
John.
well known for what was it, Romeo and Juliet, and Keir Delay. He was pretty. You got to remember that, folks. This was a Canadian movie, so most of those stars in that, aside from Saxon, were all Canadian, well-known Canadian.
Yeah, because
actors.
Margot Kidder hadn't done Superman yet. She wasn't really anything yet,
and neither did who was the one that went on to SCTV.
I guess I'm probably more so thinking of A Nightmare on Elm Street when it comes to John Saxon.
Yeah,
he was, he was definitely like the veteran on the original Elm Street set.
Yeah,
he was like the guy. Everybody else, Johnny Depp, all of them, they were just so green.
Yeah, Keir Delay he was in 2001: Space Odyssey. That's a movie I haven't seen in ages. But let's see. Oh, here we go.
Totally unrealistic.
Despite the ravishing performance of a young Ms. Curtis, well, she's been married for 40 years, but anyway, this story has a completely uninteresting storyline, mind-numbingly stupid characters, a ridiculous plot, a totally unrealistic motive, and shockingly bad acting to top it off. This film is absolutely the worst horror film I've ever seen. Honestly, don't know why it has such a big following.
Wow.
It's like, okay, it's mind-numbingly stupid. The characters, a ridiculous plot. What's ridiculous about it?
I feel like the idea around Halloween 1978, and part of the reason it's so great, is it's a believable story. A lot of it, the majority, like it's just a weird, unhinged guy who escaped in the 70s, who's coming back. He's probably got, obviously, he's got like lots of disabilities and stuff, and he's in a grown man's body, but he's a child in his brain. Just wants to go back home, sit in his bedroom, look out the window.
Staring at the wall, looking past the wall, looking at
Sounds like me. Sounds like me some days.
Oh yeah, man, I know, right? Just sit in your car, you're just like,
I just want to sit here.
It just distracts me, because a lot of these are also people that, like, those people that just have to hate. They want to be that guy.
Well, especially if it's so popular, they want to be hipster.
Look at Tom Savini. He didn't like the one kill, right, Bob?
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, Tom Savini's easy off his fucking rocker to begin with. I mean, fantastic effects artist, but kind of a dick.
Bringing up the realistic aspect. Oh, how could a knife hold him up? It's like, I guess you have a point, but that wasn't really. I think we really.
He's talking about that, but meanwhile, he's making zombies. How realistic is that?
Yeah, it is a movie. Yeah,
don't be a hater.
Don't be hating.
But it just cracks me up. It's just like you get those people that just haven't even seen a film, but they hate it. Ooh, they automatically hate it. And so they jump on the bandwagon because they think they're just going to hate it, and it's just like, well, because just to be a troll, so to speak.
A troll.
Just to be different, yeah. Just to be
Just
different, man. I
Gotta
cannot
be different.
stand
Everybody's gotta
that.
be different. All right.
You got to just like what you like and don't like it. If something's really popular and you love it, dude, just love it.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
cares?
Be unapologetic. Marco S says, I acknowledge the fact that this is a classic and love the use of the music, but to me, it's a hard no. The acting, the plot, the narrative is all mediocre and quite boring. Okay. Well, at least he acknowledged it was a classic. And the music, but it's a hard no. The acting, okay, a little bit. The plot, I don't understand what you don't understand about the plot. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of these reviews where they ripped and somebody ripped on the music, right? That would have been like, Jesus,
Nobody's
really?
saying anything about the music yet. No, one or two people said the music was a little bit annoying after a while. That's only in the 2600 video game. That's where it gets really annoying.
Well, it's like these people clearly don't like slasher movies.
Yeah,
you know, because Halloween is like a classic slasher narrative and story. You know, it's just. So I'm sorry, you know, if you don't like slasher movies, then you don't like slasher movies. It's not your subgenre, right? But,
well, that was the best. The one review. Even my brother saw it, who hates horror movies. Okay, well, if he hates horror movies, why would you expect him to like this?
Yeah.
Stupidity. Sub-Zero. Now just plain zero. Yep, I was watching it yesterday. And I think that's all that I had of this. But I do have one.
Did the new movie have any one-liners? Really? The new one? I can't really think of any.
Nothing that sticks out in my mind, actually.
Yeah. I heard
I
it
was
was closer to the book. That's what I heard.
It is closer to the book, but it's closer to modern technology too. There's a lot of use of AI. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This one, I saved this other one because I thought it was pretty good. Let me bring this up. Hold on a second. To share the screen. Window.
Yeah, Halloween 1978 is a tough one to find negative, like you said, because even on Rotten Tomatoes, there's only 2 critics that give it a negative review.
So this one, and of course, it's a person with 3 names. So, you know, like I said, you already know they're a dick. Basil Mariner Chase. So I'm part of the Scream and Final Destination generation, which doesn't say much about you, but I just scroll through.
Watch it.
I know I'm bad. If you mentioned the big 3, if you mentioned the big 3 horror movies, the late 70s and 80s, I'm an old bastard. I apologize. 80s period. I would have thought you were talking about Alien, The Thing, and Poltergeist, films that may be of an era but still feel ahead of their time. Out of Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street, I'd say only one of them has stayed really relevant. So it's not just a viewing today either. I thought Halloween was pretty bad.
They didn't have the balls to say which one out of the 3, huh?
Nope.
Wow.
While Donald Pleasance is often credited for bringing the film gravitas, it always felt as if he was reading the script for the first time live on camera. Seriously, dude? Jamie Lee Curtis does good work, but for much of the film, we're following a frumpy guy in a trench coat. Pleasance has plenty of charisma in other roles, but the dialogue fails him here. His professional diagnosis as the killer's court-appointed psychiatrist, a case of evil, tax dollars at work, folks. I'd love to find this guy and just kick him in the dick. If we were going to complain about the modern habit of making things too dark, we've also got to lump in Halloween. A lot happens in shadows. That's the whole point of it. It was a fresh approach then, but it doesn't hold up. I realize I'm holding Halloween to task for a lot that's been evolved since, but the filmmaking isn't strong enough to overcome its age. Moreover, Halloween wasn't inventing anything new. It felt new at the time to American audiences, but it was drawing a lot from much better European films of the era, which I completely disagree with. European films back in the day were garbage. That's why they put half-naked women in them so you'd watch them.
Gotta plug my charger in. Be right back here.
So, yeah. Compare that Halloween trailer up to what Dario Argento did 8 years earlier on a similar budget. And I like Dario Argento films, but comparing it to Halloween is like fucking comparing it to the last shit you took in and filet mignon. Sorry, you Argento fans out there, but they're pretty bad films, and I do like them. Don't get me wrong. But to sit there and
I haven't
say
seen
they're good,
all of them.
no.
I mean, I've seen I do like Opera. I saw that one, and Suspiria. But yeah, they're a
mess. They throw hot women in. They're a mess. But I like them.
Yeah, and there's a reason most people would not consider Suspiria or some of the other movies on the same level as Halloween 1978. there's a reason, you know. They're good, but they're just not on that level.
Not at all. Sorry, folks.
I know it's the cool thing to love the foreign slasher movies, but
and I do like them, and I find them enjoyable.
And the music
but
is
they
great.
say like, "What's better?" I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. There's no way in hell those are better than that. I hate to break it to you. They're good, fun films. They're good popcorn films. They're shut up and eat your popcorn films, and I love them because most of the giallo films have half naked women in them, so that's always a plus. And yeah, so hard to disagree.
It's weird how
The films
nobody
are incredibly well done,
sorry.
and they are predecessors. I completely disagree with you, brother. I hate to tell you, but I completely do. I do like the Argento films. I don't hate them, but to sit there and say they're better than like a Halloween or any John Carpenter film are just that's nonsense. It's just trying to be cool for the sake of being cool.
Yeah, they're kind of. I guess if you're into like more artsy kind of movies, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it's
They're, like,
artsy
a little bit
fartsy
more-
stuff, and
like
I
a
have no
little bit
problem
more-
with it. I like it, but to say
Yeah.
this is better than that, it's like, dude, what are people watching? People are not watching those over these other films for a reason. And like I
Yeah.
said, I do like them. I've seen them all, and I enjoy them. But it's like apples and oranges. Sorry, it really is. Walk down the street and ask anybody if they've ever seen Halloween. Say, "Oh, have you ever seen the Dario Argento film?" They're like, "What'd you call me?"
I don't know how you can compare Argento movies to that. It's like even compare Romero zombie stuff, right?
Exactly. It's apples and oranges.
Well, plus it's like the relatability. You talked about this earlier. It reminds you of your hometown, Haddonfield. You know, it's like there's something about that. And that's part of the reason Scream became so popular. I know, Pat, it doesn't sound like you're that big of a fan, but it's like the killer next door.
You can relate to it, right?
Yeah, like
The whole
an
setting.
Argento movie, not so much. You know, it's just like. But I have not seen enough of them.
Now we
But,
did our resident connoisseur, who was Colin. Colin could attest more because he's seen pretty much every single one of those films. He's like a connoisseur.
Yeah, I need to. I really want to dig into them.
I've seen the majority of them. I just not seen them. I have not seen them all, but I'm sorry. I've yet to see one that I can say is better than Halloween. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I know I'm biased. I'm a Halloween fan, but I can say there's probably other horror films I can say that I've seen. Some of the European films that are better than some other horror films, but I don't say it. Sorry. And
Anything related to it, I saw the remake of Suspiria, and that was actually not bad. I thought it was pretty good. So
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I bet the reviews for any of the Thorn movies,
Sure.
the Rob Zombie movies, all those Halloween Ends, those reviews would be pretty fun.
those would be fun.
Those would
all
those
the
would just
ends
be
ones should
wild.
be fun. Yeah, man. You know, maybe at the first of the year, you have some time. You want to come back? We'll do ends. We have to pick the right ones. We can do like ends. We can do part 5, resurrection. All the ones that people are just going to be destroying.
You know, Pat, would be a bad idea. Is maybe. Usually, there's nights where you and I are talking like off air or whatnot. We can always look through some and then bring it back to Matt and see what he thinks.
Yeah,
some stuff wouldn't be bad.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, there's some fun ones to talk about. I love it. I'll be doing a video on Halloween 5 soon, so looking forward to it.
Interesting.
Pat, I might have to look up and see what they talk about Dead Alive. There's got to be some wild reviews about Dead Alive.
Oh, Dead Alive. Yeah, I love Dead Alive. We did a watch load now. That's just so much fun. Was the
Seen
rat
Dead Alive, Matt? I'm sure.
I was about to say, was the rat monkey, but you're not home.
I haven't
Early
seen it.
Peter Jackson horror. Oh my god.
No, I haven't seen it. It directed by Peter Jackson.
It's pretty much the bloodiest, goriest film you'll ever see.
Yeah,
But
Peter
it's fun.
Jackson, the stuff
In a
he
good-
did before the Lord of the Rings, the Frighteners era. Yeah, there's some good
Yeah,
ones.
he almost directed a Texas Chainsaw movie. I think it was 3, Texas Chainsaw 3, I think. Almost.
Yeah, it
but
probably was
didn't.
around that time. That would make sense.
Yeah. But that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Dead
Is it
Alive for sure. And Bad
Is it a
Taste.
slasher?
I would say it's
Zombie.
almost like a horror, gory comedy. Is probably the best way
Yeah.
to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Travis, what's up?
It's actually almost like a virus, right, Pat? It's about an animal that gives out a virus and
The rat
wild
monkey.
things happen. People turn into zombies.
That's how people turn. Like usually, you don't see how people turn into zombies. This is what started it. It's the rat monkey. Like Travis says, I've said it before, but I'm a massive fan of the Halloween franchise. But 78 just doesn't work for me, and I kind of like it less every time I watch it. We'll do my own video to rip it into it. Oh, I gotta watch that, Travis. Well, Travis is young. The younger generation, I get it. I so get it.
And our old friend from our channel, Joe Moody, he loves part 2 more than 1. It's his opinion. So,
I mean, I do as well.
oh, you do? Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
I mean,
Yeah.
the original part 2 is, yeah, I'd probably have it number 1 in the franchise, just because it has that 78 aesthetic, and I also think 1981's like the best year ever for slasher
So much
movies in
good
the
movies.
history of ever. You know, just like
Especially
it's just
horror.
perfect. You know, the
There's some
burning
great
and-
people born that year too. You know, just sorry.
I don't know about that, but
But yeah, number 2's fun. Maybe it's the boobs. Who knows?
Bill says everything's subjective. And people like different things. Look at me. I think death metal is the best music on the planet. It smokes every other style of music, but that's just me. We like what we like, and I agree 100%.
Bill, you said it right. Yeah, Pat, we've talked about that with music all the time. It's like, hey, it's what you like.
That's
yeah,
what you like.
Like I'm a big Pink Floyd guy. I can't expect everybody to like Pink Floyd. It's not. Yeah, gotta like that mellow music.
Hey, who? No,
Stop it. That's not nice.
stop it.
Knock
Oh,
it
I'm a big
off.
Floyd fan. Hey, big Roger Waters fan. No, not Roger Waters. It's more of David Gilmour. Roger Waters is become too much of an old curmudgeon.
Little too political, right?
Yeah, just shut up and play. Shut up and play your guitar.
Shut up
That's
and
my
eat your
philosophy.
popcorn.
Shut up and play your instrument. Shut up and act in your movie. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is hey folks, because we're hitting an hour and 40 minutes. I know Matt's got some young kids, so he's probably got to get going soon too. And you're you're an hour behind, right? You're on Central, right?
Mountain time,
You're on
so
Mountain?
8 o'clock.
Oh, you're on Mountain. Okay.
Yeah,
Not
not
Shows
bad.
how I know my geography. I also enjoy Halloween 2 more than the OG, but I consider it one big movie where the second half is better than the first. Yeah,
Very good, Bill.
yeah, it does pick up the second half. I agree. But yeah, we'll head out of here. But maybe, like I said, we'll be talking maybe after the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime, man. Yeah,
Come back on and do some more of these, and that'd be a lot more fun. It'd be fun. Do it, like I said, do part 5. There's got to be some crazy ones over part 5,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Resurrection, and of course Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and Ends.
Find
Those
the
would be
ones
the
that are
ones that
just
be the most
absolutely
aligned.
hysterical that we could just talk about. It'd be fun.
And the newer movies too tend to have more reviews as well, you know. So
Yeah, especially Ends. I can only imagine. It should be
man.
very easy. Like I said, researching where I did, there wasn't a lot of
no.
terrible reviews. 90, like I said, 99% of them were positive. And some of them were saying that, hey, look, I may not be the biggest fan of it, but I appreciate it for what it is. I can watch it. It's great. It everything came after this. But they didn't sit there and berate it. It's like, dude, stop.
Not a single say it. Yeah, not a single
missus.
person. I don't think a single person mentioned anything about like the look of Michael. you
Right.
know?
Nobody even
Or-
said anything about the mask, the look.
Even
Right.
the music for the
Or-
most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Music they brought up once or twice that the music was good, and then one or two said the music was just overused.
That's like going to Six Flags Fright Fest here. That's the music they played the entire time at the Fright Fest we have here.
Oh,
It's that
damn.
Halloween theme. I was like,
Well, let's think about it, everybody. Thanks for the stream. And thanks, Leanna.
thanks, Leanna. Thank you for the
Fun
members.
show. See you on Wednesday night. Yeah, I'll have to roll the ad for. I don't have it. I'll have to do something, but yeah, we will be back. So yeah, so folks, we'll be back Tuesday night. Tuesday night, we're doing our typical Tuesday night watch along. We're watching Thanksgiving, Eli Roth Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and then Wednesday night will be our third annual beer tasting, and we'll have Jordan on, and we're gonna have our good friend Joey.
Yes,
And,
they're Colorado beers because
All beers from Colorado that Joey sent us from Colorado. So it should be
Now,
interesting. It's going to get ugly, I would think.
Man, I forgot. You probably said this to us last year. Are you planning to go to H50?
Oh,
are
yeah.
you gonna go to California? Okay.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll definitely be there, man.
Good.
Definitely
Good.
looking forward to it. It's I've never been to a horror convention ever.
Oh, wow.
Which yeah. So
Holy
I was
cow.
this year. I had about 5 of them. I was planning on hitting, but with the move and everything like that, it never worked out. But H50 is 100% happening. Yep.
Awesome. I just heard this at the convention I was at this past weekend. And I want to look at the calendar. Pat, the Summer Olympics are in LA, like around that time.
Oh,
And I was thinking,
God,
like,
so
aren't
you
the
guys
Summer
are way
Olympics
ahead of
done
the
by
game.
that time? I would
I'll be
figure they would be
sleeping in
done.
my
by
car, I guess.
They should
I'm
be
gonna-
done by then because that's the end. That's summer's over by then. So
It's
if
like
it's saying
almost
the
in the
summer,
fall. that's what I was telling our friend
Yeah.
Curtis from the Halloween Collectors group, and like Curtis said, really? He's like, yeah, I think it's gonna fall right around that time. I'm like,
I
it
don't
seemed
know.
off.
The summer means summer. That's not the summer. So,
But that could make it interesting.
Because H50, what was H45? What month was it? October?
it was actually September.
Late August, please.
September.
It was September, wasn't it?
We were late September.
Yeah, it was late September. I think we were flying back on the 1st or somewhere around that, the 1st of October.
Yeah, when does the Olympics usually end? There should be fine, right?
Andy, we'll be
2028
back
LA
Thursday.
Summer Olympics.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the summer. Let me check.
Yeah, no, I think he was off on that. July 14th to the 30th. Yeah, well, that'll be over by then.
Yeah, I was going to say, it had to be
July
over by then.
30th. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to remember,
Forget
they
I
have the
brought it up.
summer, then they have to be prepared. They have to have that little breather because they have the Winter Olympics. So the Winter Olympics would be preparing around that time. So and that'll be someplace cold. It won't be in LA.
Yeah, but H50, man, what a fun time that's gonna be.
We had such a blast in H45. It's going to be even crazier for
You did.
H50.
We're gonna have to spend even more time there than we did last time.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly.
Everyone needs to try to make H50 because there's so many important people in the Halloween franchise that don't have a lot more time left. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like that might be their last big convention.
We're still 3 years away, arguably a little less than 3 years.
Well,
so.
keeping our fingers crossed for Atkins, making sure he just turned 87. He'll be 90.
And Carpenter, see where Carpenter's at. Carpenter should be able to make that.
Carpenter will be 81, I guess, by then.
Oh, I guess we could say happy belated birthday to the Scream Queen, right? Jamie Lee Curtis. That was
Yeah,
on
the birthday just
Saturday.
passed. Yep.
Trauma.
Folks, all right, let's get out of here. Matt can he's got stuff to do. He's up by his folks, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge too. Hey, King Matthew, what's up? Sorry, we're just about to head out, but thanks everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Matt's link is in the chat and also in the description. By all means, go subscribe to Mad Blood. I mean, you'd be glad you did. Some good stuff going on over there.
Absolutely.
And you guys hang out. We'll say goodbyes after that, and then everybody will be back on Tuesday night for a watch along celebrating Thanksgiving and by watching Eli Roth Thanksgiving. And that's pretty much what's going on. So everybody have a great week. See you Tuesday. Later.